So I've decided to get myself a new power supply unit. I'm currently running a AX 860 from Corsair, which is adequate enough for my two GTX 980Ti's and SLI and my Intel i7 4790K. The reason I'm buying this really is to basically give me a bit more future proofness, and obviously I've got a few upgrades that I'm planning on in the future, so I'm definitely going to need more power just to make sure I've got maximum stability. Also, with the HXI series from Corsair, it means it's digital. Well, this one in particular is actually an analog PSU, but it has a digital signal which you can send out, so you can actually monitor system usage. So what I'm going to do is get this all put into the system, and I'll do a system power draw test and see just how much power usage my system's using now. So I'll complete the unboxing and show you guys what you get inside, and then I'll show you the results as well. So this is what it looks like once you've pulled it out of the outer shell. So you get it in this Corsair box, which is pretty sturdy and pretty thick. I did forget to go over some of the features, so I'll do that now. One of the main features is it has, I don't know if you can see that properly, but it has 83.3 amps on the 12 volt rail, which is plenty for two high-end GPUs to run in SLI. And it's also platinum rated efficient, so even at full load it will be around 92 to 93% efficiency rating, which is amazing. So opening the box, as you can see, it's very well packaged in foam, and has all the manuals. It has a case badge. I've got a few of these now because I'm a bit of a Corsair fanboy, and they're stacking up, so I might give some of these away if someone wants them. And this is a bag of cable ties as well, which will help with my cable management, which I have to take care of in a few moments, which I'm dreading. And all of the cables, this is a fully modular PSU, so it comes in this nice Corsair bag with all of the cables in it as well, and it also comes with a thick looking power plug, should I say, which looks pretty high end. So I'm very happy about the way it's packaged, and I'm just going to get into it and show you the unit now. So here is the PSU itself, looking pretty clean, the Corsair HX 1000i. It has this little message that says, let me see if I can get it there, it says silent operation at low to moderate load. In this mode the fan will not spin up. So it gives you another warning that yes, the power supply is working, it just doesn't use the fan unless it's 100% necessary. So for all of you people that love quiet operation builds, this is definitely something to think about. So I finally finished installing the Corsair HX 1000i. I'm using this software called Corsair Link. This is what I'm showing you now. As you can see, my system's pretty much idling around 260 to 270 watts, and it gives you a nice little ripple chart as well, which pretty much shows you how much your power draw is running and how efficient your power supply is running as well. So as you can see, I'm still within 92 to 93%, which is excellent. I'll go through my specs. I'm using an Intel i7 4790K at 4.7 GHz. I'm using 16 GB of Corsair Pro Series Vengeance RAM. It runs at 2400 MHz. I'm also using the Asus Maximus 7 Ranger motherboard. For my graphics cards, I'm using two NVIDIA GTX 980Ti's in SLI. I've given them a decent overclock as well of 235 MHz on the core and 350 MHz on the memory. So this works out to about 1425 MHz in game, or 1450 depending on what the game is doing and how hot the GPUs get. So yeah, around about 1400 MHz overclock, which is pretty decent as well, a welcome boost. And you're definitely going to need the stability with a good power supply to keep that running stable. So I've got Crysis 3 here and minimized, So I'm gonna run this now so you can see just how much CPU usage and GPU usage and how much that affects the power supply usage once a game's running. And I know Crysis 3 is one of those games that use multiple GPUs pretty well. I will note that I am running this in window mode at 1440p. So SLI does work at window mode, but it's not perfect. So when you see my GPU usage within 70 to 80%, it's not a bottleneck, it's just that's how SLI works in window mode. If I went full screen, both cores will be at 99 to 98% usage, so just bear that in mind before anyone jumps into the comment section talking about bottlenecks. So yeah, as you can see, Crysis 3 pretty much at its highest settings at 1440p. It looks pretty small because I'm using a 4K monitor, so I've still got a tremendous amount of surface area to work with, which is one of the benefits of having the 4K resolution. So if you keep your eye to the left on the Corsair link, you can see that straight away as I've loaded the game up, usage of the power supply unit has jumped all the way up to 650. I've even seen it hit 700. So if you're someone with a 750 watt power supply, you may be in a bit of trouble if you want to run dual high-end GPUs with an overclock. At stock, yeah, you'll probably get away with it, but it's just something to consider definitely. I mean, I personally had a Corsair AX 860, which I didn't need to upgrade. I just basically didn't want to run into any problems down the line, so I thought I'd upgrade now rather than later. And I do have some significant upgrades on the way, so the power is definitely going to be necessary. So looking at the usage, you're averaging around 600 to 700 usage on Crysis 3 in SLI with overclocked GTX 980 Ti. So it just goes to show you that even though you know people recommend 1000 watts, you're not really going to be getting anywhere close to using all of that power, especially if you're not into overclocking. So something to consider if you're got a budget and you don't want to spend too much money. One thing I have noticed about this though, as soon as I put it in my system, it became extremely quiet. Because the fan doesn't spin up pretty much since I've put it in, I haven't heard the fan turn on at all. So I instantly noticed my PC is a little bit more quiet than it used to be. So yeah, as I said earlier, if you're someone that's into building a silent PC, then this is something you definitely want to consider as well. So max usage so far drawn from the wall is 731 watts. It hasn't gone over above that. So that's pretty much it. That's what my system's pulling at, pretty much a full load. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.